channel, and today I will read you some interesting facts about Australia, and it's going to be ASMR video, so I hope you can learn something new, but at the same time to relax a little bit. So let's start. Alright, did you know that 90% of all the Australian population live on the coast? As the continent itself, it's very dry and flat, and in the middle of Australia is actually full of deserts, so it's very difficult for the living. So imagine all those big huge cities of Australia like Melbourne, Sydney or Perth, and they're very famous for their beaches. Another interesting fact is there is a small island. Its name is Tasmania, and is actually famous because it has the clearest air in the world. Very interesting, right? So there is another island. Its name is Fraser Island, and this considers to be the largest sand island in the world. So there is also a mountain. Its name is Uluru, and it's actually UNESCO heritage site, and the 2.5 kilometers of the whole mountain is underground. Very interesting. So what we know actually about Australia is that it's the smallest continent, right? And besides of it, it's, as I told you before, it's very dry and it's very flat. But also, as a country, Australia is one of the biggest countries in the world, just behind Russia, Canada, United States, China, Brazil. I think, yeah, I named 5. Yes. So the population of Australia is 25.4 million people. So not that bad, right? And we know that Australia has 8 states, right? 8 states. So let's name them. Let me search for them. Alright. Alright, here we go. Queensland, New South Wales, Australian Capital Territory, Victoria, South Australia, Western Australia, Tasmania, and the Northern Territory. January 26 is the official National Day of Australia, and they call it Australia Day. So what else? Oh yes, very interesting. Australia has the world's longest war memorial, and its name is the Great Ocean Road. It's kind of similar to, well, as America's Route 66, because it's full of interesting things to see along the way. And the story of this road is actually that the soldiers who survived in the First World War returned, and I'm sorry. People who built this road, actually part of them were returned soldiers from the First World War, and it was built actually as a memory for those who died and fought on the war. Quite sad, right? But well, let's continue about Australia. 90% of the species of the animals that are in Australia, they're actually just there. nowhere else. We know a lot of species that just live in Australia, like koala, kangaroo, dingo, wallaby, platypus, wombat. I will try to put the cards in the video if I can, of course. So another interesting fact, we actually when we imagine Australia, we imagine sun, beaches, huge beaches, people surfing. At least I imagine Australia like this. But actually it snows there, and the Australian Alps, they have an even more snow than Swiss Alps. Very interesting. Well, another curiosity of Australia, Sydney Opera House. Sorry, Sydney Opera House was supposed to be built during 4 years with a budget of $7 million. Tin 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 tin. What happened? It was built during 14 years instead of 4 years, and it was spent $204 million. I think it always happened to all, like all kind of this, projects. It's very common situation. So let's continue. What else? Okay. Oh, very interesting. Some Australian slangs, right? I will read a couple of phrases. A cold one. Beer. Barbie, barbecue. Butters, swimsuit. Billy, teapot. Brolly, umbrella. Brekkie, breakfast. Cactus, broken. Coppers, policeman. Dunny, toilet. Dead set, true. And Sanga, sandwich. It's so interesting, at least for me. Alright, so about the history of Australia, very, very short. The first man who landed to Australia was actually Dutch explorer William Janssen in the year 1606. Later on, during many years, some European explorers were coming to Australia, but at the end, in the year 1770, James Cook finally came back from Australia to London with official papers about British colonization of Australia. So, and the last interesting fact that some people get confused about it, many times I've heard about it, that some people think that the capital of Australia is Sydney, but actually it's not. Canberra is the capital of Australia. So that was it about Australia. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you could relax a little bit and learn something new for you. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.